We are. What's going on, faithfuls?
What up?
What's up, guys?
What's
up,
happening?
fellas? My man Lawrence, my man Mark with me. We got our very first official show together. Welcome, guys. Welcome.
Absolutely.
What's up, Lawrence?
What's happening, man?
Yeah, brother?
My apologies to both of y'all.
Yeah,
I apologize before we even get started for missing the show last night.
Yeah, no doubt, man. It's all good, man.
It's all good, brother. Okay. I guess
Absolutely. Well, I'm glad we all together.
Yep. You got that right. Okay, let me go back to my stuff here. Let me do it right, hopefully. Okay. If you guys
get started, what's happening to the faithful?
Yeah, go ahead, do your thing, man. Do your thing. Please hit the like, subscribe
to the
button.
Niner game.
Please.
Yeah, please hit the like button.
Please do that. Please hit the like button.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. We all asking you.
Yeah.
All right. I got you.
Faithfully.
There you go.
Yes.
I'll hold your Twitter handle at the end of the show. At the end of the show. So go ahead.
Getting the show ready.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of exciting college football today, by the way. Did either of you see that, gentlemen?
Nah.
I wouldn't say exciting.
Florida Gators, so guys.
I'll take that back. Yeah, don't start me to lying. There was college football on, though. You know what I mean? Bowl games. There's one on right now. This is our future right here. We need some of these players. The inaugural LA Bowl.
Yeah.
Texas A&M against Oregon State right now. So college football is wrapping up, just like the league is coming to a close shortly. Well, that's what we're here to talk about today for sure. The league and the San Francisco 49ers. The reason why all you faithful are faithful. The Niner game. So what we're talking about today, gentlemen?
Well, I know for a fact I'm gonna look at some pressers and whatever Lawrence. Sorry, Lawrence. And whatever Mark has on his mind, he can bring up.
Yeah. Yo. Did you both? Matter of fact, I seen you both the link earlier regarding Matt Miyoko. Talking to Alex.
No.
Oh yeah. I saw it. Yeah, Alex Mack. Yeah. Yep.
You didn't see it, Lawrence?
I saw it.
Yo.
No.
Yo, I would like to check that out and analyze
Guys, turn it.
What's going on with it?
Hold on.
We're getting that feedback.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like I was saying, I seen you post a video regarding Matt Miyoko interviewing Alex Mack.
I got you.
And he was he was saying some, I don't want to give it away. He was saying some highly expected, appreciated comments about Kyle Shanahan, you know, and why I want to start with that is so important for our faithful.
I got her here, guys. I got her here.
Like, listen to it. It's very important. And I'm talking about those that may probably lost confidence in Kyle, or those that wanted or probably still want Kyle fired.
Just let me know when you're ready, and I'll share it to you guys.
Yeah, no doubt. So, you know, this is something that is very important for the faithful to watch and really ponder on what Alex Mack was talking about, and he's talking about before he came to the Niners. He's talking about when he was with Kyle in Atlanta, when he was with Kyle in Cleveland. I don't want to take away from those that haven't watched the interview. So if we can pull that up, let's show the faithful for those that haven't seen it. Let's show them, the benefit of the appreciation of Coach Kyle.
For Kyle, period. I think a lot of fans have absolutely, we can bring it up. A lot of fans have lost hope in him or faith in him for one reason or another. And I believe I didn't get a chance to watch it, but I did come across it online. And I got a chance to see that he was basically saying how much he respects Kyle. So yeah, let's play it.
Right.
Here it goes, guys.
Hold that thought.
Okay, I got you. Go ahead.
When you play it,
I got you. I didn't play yet.
Being that I seen it, and Ryan, I believe you seen it too, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Lawrence, whenever you want Ryan to stop, like pause it. And if you know what I'm saying, if you want to talk about it, let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
All
right.
Here
we go, guys. Let me know if it's too loud or not, okay?
Yeah.
You're a California guy. You went to Cal. What's it been like to be back playing football in the state of California?
It's been really fun. It's been great to come back to California. I mean, the taxes are not so much fun, but the weather's amazing. I have friends and family in town. It's great to be back in Kyle's system in a place I'm familiar with. Like, everything's familiar. It's great.
I kind of want to go back to being back with Kyle Shanahan, that reunion that you guys.
Oh my God! Don't tell me what it's doing to me.
Guys have had. What was that like behind the scenes when you and him were talking? Where did that all begin?
I mean, I just know the type of person he was, and I was fired up to join him again in Atlanta when I went there. And then fortunately he left and got a head coaching job. And I was really sad because I love the guy he is and how he coaches and the style of offense he brings. And I just knew that was a system, and he's always been the same guy. And so kind of took it on faith that he'd be the same kind of system and guy when I got here. And I was right. He's the same coach he was when he was a OC, and now he's a head coach and still running things. And he's a very honest, straight shooter. And I really respect him as a coach and a person.
When you've been around the NFL for a long time, obviously have this, storied career so far. What was so attractive about the 49ers? Obviously, Kyle Shanahan was a big part of that, but what was so attractive to come here? And then also, since you've been here, has it been everything that you've expected it to be?
So first off, the big enticement was, the offense and the system. And, 2 years ago, this basic team got to a Super Bowl running the offense. And I thought, it was definitely a team primed to, if things go the right way, if we, build on every game, this is the team that could be really good. And I think it's lived up to expectations. We just have to keep playing really hard ball, and, good things will happen.
Staying on the Kyle Shanahan theme here, you were with him in 2014. You were with him, and that was in Cleveland, again with him in Atlanta in 2016. And I just remember looking at him as he was a coordinator, and he looked like he was right out of high school.
All right, so you paused it, right?
Sorry, I have on mute. Sorry, I'm sorry, I have mute. Sorry.
All right, cool. So you, as we noticed, okay, we lost. Okay, now
he's back. You all right, bud? You got it?
I'm good. Sorry about that, faithful.
Sorry,
that's gonna be my MO for a little while, y'all. If I drop off, I'm coming back.
We're used to it.
You two are used to it now. I want to make sure the faithful are used to it. I'm here with y'all. But let's go. Just get back into it. My apologies.
No problem, man. No problem at all. You all
Do you
good?
want to watch the whole thing, or do you want to stop and then?
No, 'cause it was breaking up. Again, faithful during the time. But just wherever you guys have it at right now, we can pick up from it. And I
Yeah,
can go with it.
all I did is
Same
pause
word.
it. That's all I did is pause it.
But what I'm saying is, do you want to
Yeah.
watch the whole thing? Or you want to stop at certain spots? That's all I'm saying.
Oh, if something, if maybe pause in certain spots or something, something catches us. You know what I mean? But if not, I can watch the whole thing. We can just get a chance to see it. You know what I mean?
But before we play it again, I just want to magnify how Alex Max was saying when he played for Kyle Shanahan and how he was an offense coordinator and how great he was. He's still the same person. You follow what I'm saying? Like, nothing's changed about him. You follow what I'm saying? So that's
Only thing I can see, he probably improved.
Exactly. You follow what I'm saying? So I'm gonna leave it at. I'm gonna leave it right there because I know you didn't see it. Me and Ryan seen it. So, Ryan.
Yes, sir. You got it.
Hit it up.
Here comes, man.
School. And even when he was introduced as 49ers head coach in 2017, he looked very, very young. Can you appreciate how much his looks have matured here in a very short period of time?
I think he still looks like a pretty young guy. I mean, for as a player, what you care about is somebody who knows the offense and knows ball. And he absolutely does that. He knows all the positions, and he backs it up all the time when he talks to us. And that builds a lot of respect. I think guys respect him as a coach because, he knows what he's talking about. He shows it on film. And that establishes you, not necessarily how you look in your age.
Yeah, I guess what I was getting at, I mean, he's obviously in a very much a stressful situation now, more stress probably as a head coach than he was as the offensive coordinator. How you said he's the same coach, but clearly with the roles different, the overall scope of what his job is as the head coach, how do you see him handling that responsibility as far as, your background with him as an offensive coordinator and now seeing him as a head coach? Does he go about the day-to-day work any differently?
I wouldn't know exactly what he does every day, but I know as a player, as a person, and how he coaches and how he talks to guys, nothing's changed. He hasn't, changed how he approaches the game or how he runs meetings or anything else. Because of his position. So he's the same person. I know he has more responsibility and, the like with, schedule and head coaching and, talks to the defense way more than he used to. But he's the same person that I knew when he was in Atlanta and in Cleveland.
I want to get to the 49ers offense a little bit and just your experience with Jimmy Garoppolo. What's your rapport like with him? He's obviously in a really tough situation with Trey Lance, his heir apparent coming in and they're in the same building. What has all that been like, and what's your rapport been like with Jimmy?
Jimmy's a nice dude. I like him a lot. I mean, he's a good quarterback.
Okay, so being that our brother Lawrence seemed like he's having a little difficulties, I just want to, magnify. Good, Lawrence?
I got you, bud. I got you.
You hear us?
Absolutely. And if I drop off, just let it keep playing. I'll be back in. It's insightful, though, for one. I did get a chance to hear him saying, first of all, how much he disrespects Kyle's mind. I think that a lot of us fans need to remember that. Coach is not perfect, and I'm one of the biggest ones that needs to keep that in my mind. So hopefully I'm coming through to the faithful right now.
Right.
Mark, whenever he pops out or anything, just let me know when you guys want to talk. I can't see the screen after I get it going. I can't see you guys. That's how this thing goes. Okay.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
It doesn't show on my side, you guys. It shows the video on my side, not you guys.
Okay, so just say something.
Yeah, say something to me. That's all. Let me say stop it, Ryan, or pause it, or whatever.
Okay, I got what you're saying.
Oh, God, Lawrence. What's wrong with you, bud? I didn't say nothing about your signal tonight either, and that what happens. See that? Man, Damn, man.
But I want to say something too. I like the
Gotcha.
fact that Alex Mack, being that he's known Kyle since playing with the Browns, with the Falcons, now, with the greatest team of all sports, the Niners. So with that said, he was just saying like how, how he talks, how he coaches his players, and how he communicates with his players. He keeps it real. You feel what I'm saying?
I got you.
And everybody's different as far as players, how they perceive of someone as far as coaching. But Kyle keeps it real. And again, let's go back.
There we
Alex
go.
Mack said they trust him, and that's the key. When you trust your coach, you follow your coach. You need to be your coach. That's what I wanted to share.
Hey, Lawrence, you have an airplane in the background?
Nah, that ain't me. That ain't me.
Yeah, it's probably Lawrence's.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, but that plane goes by you. The plane, we can hear a plane go by.
Was that a plane?
Yeah, it sounds like a plane to me. It does.
My fault, folks. I'm getting a little beat.
But it's all good. It's all good. I mean, it happens.
All right, you can play it, man.
You're good. Okay, good. Okay, here I go, man. Here I go, guys.
And I think he's approached it the right way. Ignore the noise, take care of what you have to. Every day he shows up, ready to work, doing the right stuff. He's the starting quarterback, and he's acting like it. And that's that. I don't think there's any visible sign that there's a high pick right behind him at all. I think he's handling the same way that you would expect a quarterback to. And then our rapport is pretty good. Handling QB center-ish things.
So sweaty things I've heard.
That is a storyline you could go down.
We'll save that for another time, Alex. We'll save that for another time. What about Trey Lance? Have you gotten to interact with him very much this season? What has that been like?
Trey's a really good dude. He always shows up with a really great attitude every day, very friendly, happy to be here. Pretty tied in. Every time I see him, he's paying attention and, watching plays and doing stuff. So he seems like he's taking the role very seriously, and he's excited to be here. And I always like the attitude he comes in. Like anytime you see him, he's happy to be there and, having a good time.
Alex, I mentioned, you've been to the Pro Bowl 6 times. I remember during the Super Bowl week, we had you on and you were still kind of contemplating, at least publicly, what you were going to do for the 2021 season, where you were going to play, if you were going to play. How do you feel? Do you feel like you're that same guy that, has been a 6-time Pro Bowler?
I feel very good. I feel like I'm playing really good ball. I feel healthy. It does feel like it's late December football, so things are sore. But that's pretty typical for a football season. But I think I'm playing really good ball, and that's why I came to the 49ers. It was a system and a scheme that I knew very well, and I knew I could play really well in. And so I was excited to come to this team and step into the starting role and hit the ground running and playing good ball.
So here you are. I mean, the 49ers have a big game against your old team, the Atlanta Falcons, a team that you know very well. Now, a lot of things have changed there with Arthur Smith as the head coach and Terry Fontenot as the general manager. Can you kind of see are things completely different, or do you still see kind of the same Falcons mindset and mentality?
Yeah, there's a lot of the same.
Before he answers that, gentlemen, can we pause it real quick?
People that were there last year. Fair number of new guys. And
thank you, sir.
I got you.
I want to talk about what he said there, and the question that Matt asked him. First of all, too, Matt, I just want to let the fans know, I really appreciate Matt. He may be someone who is in conjunction with the team, but I still think he does his job very well, as opposed to some other people out there. Yeah. But in regards to what Max said about being a Pro Bowler, I want to see what the two of you thought about that, and I want to give my answer to whether or not he's been a Pro Bowler and whether he deserves to get his 7th this year. I want to say I'm on the fence, to be honest, which doesn't really give an answer, but he's played well. He has had a few areas where I feel that some plays that stand out where, he dropped the ball a little throughout the season. But what do either of you think? You think he's had a Pro Bowl worthy season?
Yeah, Ryan.
Okay. Yeah, I think he had a Pro Bowl season. I mean, a lot of people might not. I mean, he's one of the best centers we have had in a long time. Because Richburg wasn't doing nothing. I'm sorry, he wasn't doing nothing. I'm glad we got him.
Good point. Yeah, I think he was the best. Best pick to have. As far as control on the line. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And also, really like leading the line by calling out who I can say like who to block, even though they know who to block, but who to look out for on a blitz or whatever the case may be. But hey, I'm all for it, man. I like it.
Keep closing protections. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm all for it.
Good.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Let's get back into it.
Additions, as you'd expect, and they're running a different scheme. As far as I know, it's a different offense and a definitely different defense.
I want to get back to the 49ers. Who cares about the Falcons, Matt? Come on. This has been like a wild roller coaster of a season. From the outside, I can only imagine what it's been like for you guys internally. You go through that 4-game losing streak, and then you guys kind of figure out who you are as a team and bounce back, which I think is rare in the NFL to be able to do that in the middle of a season. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But you've got 4 games remaining. You've got the Falcons. You've got some tough tests coming up. What do you think the outlook is for this 2021 team?
I think the sky's the limit. We're definitely in the hunt, and I think it just comes down to playing each of these last couple of games tough, and hopefully they turn out the way we want them to. And then you want to make it to the playoffs, then you just got to, not lose a game. Just keep winning them down the road. So, and that just, all you have to do is worry about the next game. So, like, all we have to right now worry about is the Falcons, play the best we can, win or lose, whatever happens, on to the next, and just try to get a win streak going and get the playoffs hot.
I guess that's kind of the thing, right? I mean, the goals that you came to the 49ers and wanted to achieve individually and as a team, I mean, they're still out there for you, right? Even despite the bumps in the road you guys hit earlier in the season.
Yeah, we had a couple rough patches and a couple games. It's football; it doesn't always go your way, and that happens. I think the real scheme of things is, and can you play good enough times to win the games, win the tough ones, be in the hunt, and then get hot in the playoffs.
Yeah. Hey, Laura, before we let Alex go, I do want to ask him about, I love watching him in like hurry up situations, or when he has to run down the field in like a 2-minute drill or get the ball snapped because there might be a replay or something. Alex, how long have you been doing that? I mean, I believe Kyle Shanahan at one point called you the golden retriever.
Yeah, I've gotten that nickname. I mean, to me, my game is all about, I want to finish plays. I want to hustle down the field, and that starts with the center. If I don't get set, no one else can get set. So I have to be the best one at that. So hurry down, get set, let's go, let's push the tempo. And that, I think, is a really important thing. I think that's a smart way to play football. And so I've always tried to be around the ball, get downfield quick. And, the worst case scenario is you're going to huddle up. So like you've rushed down there, spend a little effort. Well, then you can always slow it down. Speeding it up, that can cost games.
Right. Well, it's been great watching you play this season. It's been great watching you run up to the football. That's the reason you're the all-decade center in the NFL. And we thank you so much for joining us on 49ers Talk.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks a lot, Ryan.
Appreciate that, man. Yeah. Well, first of all, Faithful, like you said, don't be like Chase Claypool in the 2-minute drill. Right? Don't celebrate in the 2-minute. Get the ball down the field to the ref. We got a great center. He scored a touchdown in the Pro Bowl. You know what I mean? So that was a really good interview. And he's a really smart man as well, Alex Mack, which I think goes along with him having a really intelligent coach.
Right. Yeah, I like the piece he was saying regarding Jimmy G. How Jimmy G is a nice guy. Which I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
we all know it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we don't. We
I
don't.
think he's a great guy.
Yeah, and he also was saying how he kind of like respect how he has handled the situation regarding the 49ers, getting Trey Lance. And pretty much, and I'm paraphrasing how Jimmy G remained professional. You follow what I'm saying? So, and I've been hearing that. And I'm pretty sure the faithful has been hearing that too, which is very important.
Hopefully.
You follow what I'm saying? Because, I mean, it's we're human beings. It could be behind your mind, but at the same time,
Yes.
this is a business, and also you're playing a sport that you love, and also, you love your brothers in that locker room. Your job,
Mm-hmm.
your job is to lead, that huddle down that field to the best of your ability. So I appreciate what he was saying regarding Jimmy G being a good guy, and how he has handled, the situation with Trey Lance being picked, And also he was saying, very nice things about Trey Lance. Every time he see him, paying attention to what's going on, or he's working real hard, and also saying that he's a nice, he's a nice young man, So you can sense, the brotherhood in that locker room. You follow
Yes.
what I'm saying? And you can also sense that they don't let the outside noise come in a locker room and bring discord
They don't.
within the brotherhood, which something can be very difficult with certain locker rooms. But I'm just glad that it's not our locker room. You follow what I'm saying? So, I appreciate this whole, interview with Alex Mack. So I'm glad that you got a chance to listen to it.
Yeah, it
So
is.
am I. And we gotta imagine he's one of the closest persons to Jimmy, on the team that work together closely every single day. And I think that the faithful need to really pay attention to what he said. I hope a lot of people get a chance to see that, whether it's from us or they come across it on their own. And even myself, like I said, give more respect to Jimmy G just as an individual and as a human being, because that's what we all are. And the situation that he's been brought into, imagine if you were at your Walmart job or in my situation, your call center job, and your boss came to you one day and said, "Hey, I hired your replacement and I need you to train them and I need you to be professional every day." And this is at Walmart, or you know what I mean? It's not an easy situation. And I don't think that he's been given enough respect for the individual, for the teammate. I mean, we all got to remember that we're faithful. We want the Niners to win, the team as a whole. And he's been an outstanding teammate since he's gotten here.
And I just want to add, man, for him to be the first and fastest to get
10,000. Yep, 44 games.
Bro, when I
Jeff
seen
Garcia
that,
was 45.
At first, I thought it was a joke.
Like,
with all due respect,
I did too.
I thought it was a joke.
We don't respect our quarterback.
I thought somebody, put something together, and I was like, "Yo,
Put something together." Yeah.
Yo, is this a joke?" You know what I mean? But when I seen it, I was
Oh
like,
man.
"Oh, hey man." So I mean, hey man, it is what it is.
But regards to that, I'll say this into how we respect our quarterback and how much love we show our quarterback. Immediately after that, I started seeing what's the reason. And it was because if it wasn't because he had the Yak Bros or I think I saw in regards to Kittle, Yak God, it wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
We immediately tried to cut it down as fans and say, and really, he has picked up a lot of Yak yards. I just picture it in my head just how many bombs he threw. Like he don't look like Steve. You dig what I'm saying? So just constant 30-yard bombs down the field all in every highlight. but still, yeah, those passes got to get out of someone's hand and they got to get into someone's hand, and it starts with him. So I think we need to respect him, man. Whether Kittle can get 120 yards worth of yak in the game or not, we got to respect our quarterback.
Right, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. So with that said, and I'm gonna ask you this question. So being that he's our leader, if he can refrain himself from throwing an interception, do we win the ball game tomorrow?
In my mind, without a doubt. And that comes too from seeing. I can't exactly remember. I'm sorry. Yeah, I watched. It was an interview I was watching with Kyle, with Papa, with our our lead announcer.
Right.
He does it every Saturday with Kyle, or Friday or Saturday. And I watched it earlier today. And Kyle was speaking of, and he reminded me who's not there. I know Julio's not there anymore, but he was talking really particularly about how much he likes Matt Ryan, how natural a thrower he is, and Kyle wants natural throwers of the ball, right? So he's like, Matt Ryan's real tall. He, no matter if you don't cover, he's going to get the ball out. He said, it doesn't matter about Bosa, right, and everybody like that. It doesn't matter what our line does or anything. If you don't cover, he's going to get the ball to the receiver if they're not covered. So with his height and his ability to throw over the middle and things like that. So he's talking about him, and he's like, well, I'm glad he doesn't have Julio to throw it to. And he's like, oh, they've been missing Calvin Ridley all this year. And I was like, wait a minute, I didn't even, and getting wrapped up in our season all the time. I didn't even realize that they don't have Calvin Ridley or whatever. I'm like, who do they have on that team right now? So I think that we should trounce them, to be honest with you, if he doesn't turn the ball over. And to really start that interview, Kyle said jokingly with Papa that he also jokes with Jimmy all the time about whether or not he should call a play to, I guess, have him throw a pick or get hammered early in the game to get him going, just to get it out of the way. And we all know he kind of does do that. He throws a pick and then he comes back and throws a touchdown. So I don't think we really should have too much problem with Leonard tomorrow, as long as he has a game like he had a couple of games ago. He doesn't even have to have a 300-yard passing game, I don't think, this week. If he just, one touchdown, two touchdowns maybe, but no picks and, no Jimmy pirouette fumbles, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bounce off you, Lawrence, real quick. Okay, before you start up, Mark. Jimmy, stay away from linebackers.
Hey, Ryan, I got a question for you.
What's up?
Sorry about that. Possible? Matter of fact, I have a question for both of you. But Ryan, I'm gonna start with you. Is it possible Jimmy G is more mentally tough than we think? Because you know how he be at his pressers and he don't really show emotions. You understand? And you got some faithful that be like, yo, he don't take enough accountability or responsibility what has took place on him throwing interception, stuff like that. Do you think, not Phil, do you think he's more mentally tough than we think? Or I won't say that he don't care, or do you just think like it's on to the next game? Just like what Alex Mack said. He said whether we win or lose is on to the next game.
I think he's mentally tough, but definitely his body is not mentally tough. Mentally, his head, yes.
Well, body is tough.
His body has got to be tough, getting all those freaking sacks for the whole year, especially in 2012 or 2020. He got his ass whooped last year.
I mean, I don't want to cut you off.
Mm-hmm.
You play linebacker, right? And this is just my opinion. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yo, and I'm pretty sure the faith was like, yo, why he's always in a pocket for so long? Mm-hmm. And this is just my opinion. And I'm saying to myself, okay, this guy, he played linebacker. And I'm like, if he played linebacker, maybe he enjoy, that toughness being pressured. But at the same time, the faithful, those that pay attention, and I'm not saying that nobody doesn't pay attention, but I'm talking about those that really pay attention. When he be in the pocket, he be jittery. You know what I'm saying? Like his feet just be, you know what I mean? And I be like, yo, run. However, in my mind, I'm like, well, maybe he's so mentally tough, and being that he liked that physical contact, maybe he like it. You know what I mean? And we probably don't really magnify it that we should. I could be right, I could be wrong, or neither. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I'm just
Yeah, I think definitely he's mentally tough. I mean, it's just fact him not running out of the pocket, and he stands like a statue, and he takes the hit, takes the sack. I mean, maybe in his mind, he knows not a runner. He don't run. I mean, unless he runs for 3 or 4 yards, that's it. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's all in his head. It's all in his head, no matter what. Or do you think that post ACL is still getting to his brain still?
I mean, just to be safe with it, I don't know. I don't think so, but I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't. Yeah, you know what?
I agree with you. I agree with you, Mark.
Well,
I don't think that that's on his mind anymore.
yeah,
It doesn't seem like it.
because normally, and correct me, brothers, if I'm wrong. Normally, when a quarterback tear an ACL like that, 2018, and come back and wear a brace, they normally still wear a brace. You follow what I'm saying? Like he's not wearing no brace. You follow what I mean? Like sometimes they just wear that brace for it could be for a mental thing or for a physical thing. And sometimes that brace, whether it's for your arm or your leg, it kind of make it more stronger. I mean, I don't know, but I don't think so though. I don't think it's bothering him like that.
I got your point.
I agree completely.
I get it. Yeah, I get it. I mean, I guess we just don't know Jimmy. I guess we don't know if he's going to, change or just stay where he's at and just stick with in pocket Jimmy.
Yo, y'all keep it rolling. I got okay.
I mean, to answer your question, I do believe Jimmy is from Chi-Town. I guess, Jimmy's an Italiano and all of that, right? So Jimmy's from Chicago. And well, apparently everybody, just for a lot of different stories this year alone, that comes out of Chicago isn't tough. I think he is. I think his pops is real tough. His pops is an electrician. He comes from a strong family. And yes, he played linebacker in high school. I have still yet to figure out how that correlates to how he ends up becoming a quarterback in the NFL, making $27 million a year. But he did it. He's a bad man. I mean, honestly, I think he's a special guy, a different kind of guy. He may not be the most talented quarterback in certain areas, but his toughness, I think, is one. I think that's why he's been able to control that locker room and have nearly every person not want him to leave, despite the fact of they see the young Jordan, the young Brown, the young Kobe, or whatever, right? Possibly on the other side of the room. Everybody loves him, and I think a lot of it has to do with his mental toughness. And while right after a game, or when I check him out during the game and he threw a pick and he has that, I'm sorry, I love you, Jimmy, that dumb look on his face, and he's walking off the field, I'm pissed, and I think he doesn't care. But that's not true. It's what Alex Mack said. Jimmy G is the leader of that team, and Kyle, I gotta look into their relationship. I think Kyle hates him, but he doesn't. He doesn't hate Jimmy at all. And I learned that today watching that interview. He respects him. He talks about his interceptions, things like that, in a different way than we as fans look at them. He understands when Jimmy throws a pick, he knows what's going on, and he and Kyle have an understanding. And I think a lot of it has to do because Kyle knows that this man is tough enough mentally to lead his team.
Right.
Yeah, me. I think.
Right back.
Good. All right, no problem. And I know Jimmy. He would have been gone already. If Kyle wanted to get rid of him, he would have got room at draft day. Because that's the reason why we got Trey Lance for. And everybody's talking, get rid of him. Excuse me, I'm sorry. But Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if we do make it to the playoffs and make it to the Super Bowl. I'm saying if, people. I'm saying if. I'm not saying guarantee we will.
There is no if. We on the way.
Good call. But if we do make it all the way and win the Super Bowl this year, I guarantee that Jimmy ain't going nowhere. They're probably going to restructure his contract, and Kyle, John, Jimmy, and his agent are probably going to be on the phone. We're going to be in a conference room, and they're going to talk about a good construction of his contract, and that way they'll save money. And they'll put towards the rest of the guys that need it for another year or 2 years. Just saying, guys. I'm just saying. My opinion.
I can agree with you, bro.
So,
and I think it's a good opinion. All year long, I thought he was going to be gone all year long. And I will say this right now, live on the air. I apologize for it. Look right into the camera. Jimmy, I apologize. You have had a pretty good season, sir. And you have led us through some tough waters, to be honest with you, and just facts. So shout out to Jimmy Garoppolo. It's not to say that I won't make a video or get on here with my brothers if you screw the bed and shit the bed tomorrow and be pissed at you, brother. So it's a good possibility. But when you love somebody, sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. So respect to Jimmy Garoppolo, our quarterback. And yes, I agree with you completely, brother. I think he could still be back next year, honestly, with the restructure of his contract, and that would be the primary thing that they'd be trying to do. If he is back, we got to restructure the contract. We need offensive line help. We need secondary help. We need overall depth everywhere. You see how the difference on our team was in special teams through injuries. And injuries don't just take out your top players. They affect special teams. They affect the entire team. When everyone was injured 2 weeks ago, when Debo was out, Sherfield had to start. That took him off special teams. Our special teams was horrible. Same thing goes with Trenton Cannon, things like that. So, and then all the linebackers were playing. We had all of our linebackers, which is going to be our case tomorrow, by the way. I hope the fans know that we have no linebackers tomorrow but Fred, basically. So shout out to Fred. It's your turn now, brother. But you know, it affects everything. Yep, he's no, I'm sorry. I didn't hear that. I heard Kyle say Greenlaw's back out for sure. I need to double check on that. So maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong.
Because I didn't see anything.
Hopefully we have Aziz and Fred.
Because I didn't see anything with Aziz being out though for tomorrow. Do you see anything on Ryan?
No, I didn't see nothing yet.
Okay, good. So we'll have Aziz and Fred, you know, in the linebacker core. So, you know, we'll have a little bit more depth on the special teams. But we need definitely help. So we're going to have to. Shout out to him, definitely. We're going to definitely need them to restructure Jimmy's contract if he does stay with us another year.
Let me
what do you think about that, by the way, Mark? We were just talking about the fact of whether or not Jimmy could still be here next year. Say we get to the Super Bowl, or say we make a deep run in the playoffs. You know, are you open to having him still here for another year if he can restructure?
I'm gonna say this, bro. I don't think he's gonna be back. My humble opinion.
I had a feeling you were gonna say that. I had a feeling you were.
if he comes back, it's because he won the whole thing. And I'm not
the whole thing. Okay.
Right. I'm not talking about going to the playoff. And I ain't talking about just 2019. You gotta win the whole thing. If he, you know, comes back. But if he lose,
I agree.
That's it.
He's gone. So that's my point, Ryan. I think he hasn't a chance, especially how he's played up till now.
Yeah.
And like you said, like your question was, Ryan, if we win the Super Bowl, can he be back? I think if we win the Super Bowl, he can be back.
Yeah.
He'll have to work on his money. But if he doesn't win the Super Bowl, I don't think he's back.
Yeah. I don't think he's back either. Absolutely. You know. But I'm glad that you said he can be back if you win it.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't,
it's not for certain.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I can't see it.
I can see Kyle. I can see them winning the chip this year, and Kyle ship him right up out of here. His trade value would never be higher.
But that's the thing. His trade value will go up if he goes to the Super Bowl. I think even if he goes to the NFC Championship, let's just say we lose the
NFC Championship, you're right.
His value will go up. You follow what I'm saying? And hey,
absolutely. We lose the NFC Championship.
Right.
Well, we gonna end up. We might be playing Arizona early. So we lose to Brady or Aaron in the NFC Championship. Yeah, his value going sky high.
And honestly,
right back up.
That will be good for the team and also good for him. You feel what I'm saying?
And I think Kyle and John want that for him. I think that they have the respect for him, and the love for him. I think they're not going to try to ship him to. Anybody could be good if the quarterback's good enough. So, but and I heard a rumor that he might be looking to go to the Texans. It's just a lot of rumors, but ship him to. They ain't going to ship him to give Wilson another year to sit down and learn from somebody else. They're going to ship him to the Jets and Saleh. You know what I mean? If he's still there, or Jacksonville, or I think they're going to work with him. Yeah, absolutely.
And again, I said it, I think, a couple of weeks on Twitter that I'm so excited for Trey Lance because when Kyle said he knows the whole playbook, I'm pleased just hearing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly,
man,
even though we haven't seen him play, like,
yeah, I think he's ready, or ready enough. Yeah,
but I know what you mean. And in that sense, I believe he's ready because he knows the playbook.
He knows the entire playbook.
Right.
Exactly right, bro. I'm right with you.
And just knowing that as a fan, that speaks maybe to you too, and maybe to the faithful that's watching. However, being that he know the playbook, you can just let him loose. When somebody know the playbook, you can just let him loose and let him do his thing.
He's a smart kid, man. That was a while back. That story came out that he knew the playbook maybe over a month ago. I caught the full story about that. That I guess they were kind of questioning it, and Cal was like, "Well, he knows the entire playbook." You know what I mean? And people are just like, I guess, shocked. But they said he's a really, really smart kid. Exactly. And honestly, we can do a whole. And I think we need to. Honestly, again, no disrespect to you, Jimmy. I said I'm gonna stop disrespecting you. I love you. I think we should do a whole show on Trey. Man, you talk about excitement. Watching him in the preseason, thinking about the differences between he and Jimmy, what they both can do right now today, and the other one can't do. I'll just put it like that, because they both have one-ups on each other today. Right. So, but thinking about the one-ups he may have on our quarterback, I'm extremely excited to see that young man take the field, leading us, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay. A shout out to Jennifer Lee Chan for posting 6 hours ago. The 49ers have activated from the following players from the team practice squad standard elevations: running back Brian Hill and safety Gerard Wilson. Gerard Wilson, I guess I say his name. They've both been activated.
Hill had a tackle last week. They said Hill had a tackle last week on special teams. So he got down there, Cal said in the interview I heard today. So that was a pickup they just made last week, and he already contributed,
Yeah. So let me get that clear. Did she say he was starting or playing?
I don't know, right?
You talking about Brian Hill? You said Brian Hill, right?
Brian Hill was activated from the practice squad to the roster.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So he'll be dressed for the game. He'll probably be, I guess, third string. So it'll go Wilson, Hasty, Brian Hill, as far as our tailbacks.
That's Brian. That's the question. Who's starting at running back?
Oh man, I would love to see Brian Hill. I really would. To see what he does. See what he can do. But if JWJ has to take the handoffs, go right ahead, give it to him. He didn't do bad last week. He didn't really. He didn't do bad at all. He was running. He was
Yeah.
bolting through it. And he was doing good. But Debo, of course, is Debo. You know,
Yeah.
once he gets the edge, he's gone. You ain't catching him. So I'm looking forward to seeing Brian Hill if he gets activated, if he gets in there.
Oh, I saw Jeff Wilson. He what was it? Maybe Wednesday. What the week is going by? Oh no, I'm sorry. That was yesterday. Yesterday's press conferences. Jeff Wilson and Lakin were in there along with Kyle. And judging by that, I'm assuming it's Wilson that's going to start. The fact that
You want to play the pressures? You want to play the pressures?
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that one yet.
I'm about to play. I'm about to play the one
we-
from the Bengals game. That's what I'm about to play. So
I posted on Twitter, but I haven't seen it. I was more focused on the Alex Mack one.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, I mean, you can see his personality a little bit. They asked him how healthy he was. He said he's about as healthy as he's been all year. And he talked a lot about how much he loves contact and that he likes to let, the running backs, the linebackers know early in the game that he's going to be there all day long. So that's why he looks for contact early. So I'm thinking he's going to start. It could definitely be, Hill, but I'm not sure if Hasty probably got a chance to start. He'll get a chance to be the third down back, I think. But I think the starting job may, go to Wilson or Hill.
you ready
I
for
would assume
pressures?
Wilson.
I think Wilson. But before you go to the pressure, I would say this, man. These last 4 games, if Wilson can give us what he gave us last year before he got injured,
Yeah.
Jeff
He hasn't
Wilson,
had that Wilson game yet either. He hasn't had that Jeff Wilson game yet.
and that's why I'm thinking, my humble opinion, I'm thinking he's going to start tomorrow.
And tomorrow could be that game for him. Tomorrow could be that game for him easily.
Exactly.
At home, get the faithful behind him,
Right.
get him running downhill hard. Yeah, tomorrow could be his breakout game for the season.
Right.
That's why I think he has a good chance to start.
And that'd be good for his psyche also.
And be good for a second going into the playoffs. Yeah.
Yeah, I like listening to him talk, just like you were saying, even though I ain't see the pressure, and we're about to see it in a few minutes. But he's always upbeat, and he's very balanced. He's upbeat, and he's also humble too. He's like right in the middle.
Right in the middle. Yep. And that's it's crazy you said that, Mark Dog, because that's actually what they asked him. They said, it says Friday. They said, why you? They asked him just straight up, basically, why you so happy? Again, paraphrasing exactly what I think it was one of the young ladies in the press conference that asked him. And he said specifically that. He said, I try to stay level all the time up until maybe you all have heard his stories about getting crazy in the locker room right before the game, or he goes to a dark place. Apparently, him and Lakin got that in them. They both go to some dark place, faithful, right before the game. Every player on the team talks about it. But he said, it's Friday. I'm about to be right smooth rolling into game day. So I'm in a real good mood. And you're right. He's always humble, but always upbeat at the same time. He just talked about it yesterday in the presser.
See, and I haven't seen that. And I just, one thing about me, when it comes to pressers, I listen and then I ponder what players are saying. You feel what I mean?
Me too. Yep.
I really pay attention to what they say, because I believe, my humble opinion, I believe they free to say whatever they want to say. I've seen is where people say stuff, I'm like, whoa.
Crazy stuff, yeah.
Right. But within the Niner Empire, we have a great organization. And I've never, in years, seen any player that represented, the Niner Empire, talk crazy, so
yeah, never.
But I'm ready when you're ready, Ryan. Unless you got anything to say regarding Jeff.
I just think that JWJ is going to be taking the handoffs first and second downs. And if Brian can show something, he might take third downs. It all depends how how it runs his offense, though.
That's even if he plays.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you say he got activated, but we don't even know he on play.
Yeah, no. Once we see a new number back there, we'll know.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna play the recap from the Bengals game. Okay, it's a recap from Bengals game, so we know where we're at.
It's a good one.
Yep, I got you. Here we go. There it comes. All right.
That was a great game.
All right, guys. Aziz had an elbow, didn't return. We're gonna have to look at more imaging and know exactly what the deal is. Ambry Thomas was evaluated for a head injury. He never returned. They're looking more into that. Go ahead. I mean, I was just real proud of him. I mean, the defense, I thought put us in plenty of positions to finish them, and especially after that 1 3rd down. I think it was when K1 blitzed, went in there and got him. I thought we had the chance to finish him. We didn't. And I was happy with the offense at the end that I thought we went down there and kicked the field goal, and we would have got getting into field goal position to win. And then we missed it. And then to get that chance for the offense to get it back at the end and finish it with a touchdown, I thought was huge. Can you take us through the final touchdown, what you called and why it worked? I mean, I think they were playing man coverage, and it was just a situation where we got back down there and it was 1st down, so they could honor the run, and we just ran a bootleg and brought Ayuk across, and didn't expect it to score. Thought it'd hopefully get us inside the 3, but the move that he made was unbelievable. I still don't know how he got in. Didn't really trust it till they made it official.
What have you learned even more these last few weeks about Ayuk and the person and players?
I mean, he's a young guy, and he's everything we hoped he'd be in terms of the person and the talent. And there's a lot more there. He's getting better each week. That was a hell of a deal by him. And he didn't get a lot of balls, I don't think, throughout the game, but every time he did, he made a hell of a play. And to be able to finish right there, and just what he's done throughout this year, he's continuing to get better, and there's a lot more in there. So I think it's a good thing for the 49ers.
But I mean, did you notice that again, 3 guys
On the last play?
Yeah, moving towards Kittle.
No, that was just a run play, and then they were in an 8-man front, I think. Well, I maybe didn't see it as good as you, but it was a run play. Strong safety was down there in man coverage, so they're following him, and I'm sure Kittle, you can give credit to him.
How good has Kittle been for you today, especially when you lost?
Kittle was huge. Made some real big plays in that game, especially the way he rebounded back on that last drive. I know that was a big 3rd down in the second half. I didn't get to see it. I know he got by that guy. I was told that maybe he had a hand and it had that one-hander. So he missed that one, and it was just huge coming back to him. A number of big plays he made. I thought he beat PI on that 3rd down to get us into field goal range that I thought was going to win us the game. Then we obviously we didn't make the kick, but then just how he was on that last drive was huge.
How intense was it on that? You called the timeout on the 3rd down before you went to Kittle on the run pass. How intense did it get? What were you telling Jimmy to do on that play?
I'm trying to think why I called a timeout. I think I just wanted to run the clock down, make sure they didn't have any time. Are you talking about the overtime? Yeah, we just wanted to run the clock down, get as low as we could, make sure that if they do get it back, if we end up kicking a field goal, there's not much time. But there wasn't much to talk about. We just got in a run situation and ran a bootleg, and told them if Ayuk's not there, be ready for Kittle to uncover.
And you also went to Juwan Jennings multiple times there in crunch. And how much trust has Juwan built with rapport-wise with Jimmy over the past 4 years?
It gets stronger each week. Juwan's a guy that plays with a lot of energy, a lot of passion. It's one of the reasons that he makes some of the plays he does. He's been great for us this last month, whether he's catching the ball, whether he's not. He just is a very good football player out there, and I thought that was a huge play that he made on the sideline that helped us get us down there.
Kittle was dealing with a little bit of a back issue towards the middle of the game. How much does it mean that he can go out there and just gut through it no matter what?
Yeah, Kittle goes until he can't. So, I mean, you could tell a little bit on that last drive, I think, is when it started acting. I want to say it was the last drive of the 4th quarter, started acting up more. Came out for a couple plays, made it back in for the corner route that he caught at the end to get us into field goal range, and then just him on the last drive battling through that, and hopefully he's all right, but we'll see tomorrow.
How much of an emotional boost does he give your offense?
He gives us a ton. I mean, George, you guys know his personality and everything, but just when you get his, first of all, in the run game, how explosive and violent he is and how good of a blocker, but in the pass game, he's as explosive a tight end as there is, and helps us get down the field today.
Number 1 tight end in the league, Faithful.
Yes, sir.
Extremely, probably how every Sunday is that you don't win. I'd like to say more than usual because there were some frustrating parts, but
Kyle looks
I don't know,
very
maybe more
confident.
frustrated than I was
It's a
last week,
stance.
so probably would have been equal. No, I don't think it was a pass first game. I think we had 20 plays in the first half, and I want to say we had 11 runs and 9 passes. And I felt it was that way in the second half too, until those final 2 drives, that adds up the passes and stuff. But I don't think it was that way. We didn't want it to be that way. But we struggled moving. We only got 20 plays in the first half, which it hurt. That had to do to me with the third downs. We didn't get to stay out there, which always hurts the run game also. But we knew it was going to be tough. They got a good run defense and stuff. Wish we would have had more opportunities at it, but that was on us. And but it's good defense there too.
It didn't come to this, but when you get down toward the end there and time is running down, and you also obviously transport touchdown to win, were you thinking 4-down territory there as you got closer, or would you have kicked the field?
No, I mean, I would love to. It's very hard to end with a tie, but it's not always the smartest thing to do, just to go off those emotions. It's important to us that we didn't lose this game. And I mean, if it would have been a reasonable 4th down, just like a normal situation, then there's a chance we would have gone for it. But we never looked at it as 4-down territory.
Jimmy was 6 of 6 for 77 yards on that last drive. Got sacked, I think, 4 times in the fourth quarter. What did that, just his ability to run like the 2-minute hurry up offense like that? What does that say about how well he knows this system and kind of validates why he's in it?
Jimmy, I mean, he made some plays there at the end that were huge, especially with their pass rush going. I think we're a hard team to beat when we don't turn the ball over at all. And we found a way to not turn it over today, which usually I try to sell to our team. If we don't turn it over, we pretty much guaranteed to win almost, if you look at the stats with that. But that was starting to look bleak for a little bit. But the way he came out on those last 2 drives was aggressive, made some big time throws, and one of the main reasons we were able to win today.
Tough game for him, regional best one out there. Obviously, this is a learning experience for him. But how's he on the sidelines? How do you think he'll react to that?
I mean, I thought just watching him play when he was out there, I know it was a tough game because of those 2 penalties, and what happened on those 2 penalties. So I know that sticks out. I think he was hands to the face on both of them. I saw one of them. He was a cloud and it just slipped up and he hit the guy in the chin. I didn't see the other one. But I know when you get those on an interception and a sack, it's a big deal. But I thought he held his own for the most part today. I mean, he's going against a good receiver. He's got a lot of people. So I'm not going to beat him up over that. It was a real tough situation. Just Dante Johnson was going to start for us tonight. And I just talked to him before I came in here, but his mom had a heart attack on Friday and he lost her this morning. Her name is Holly Gardner. So I know it was a real emotional day for Dante, and the team found out after the game, but I'm just happy that Ambry came in, stepped it up. The guys played well around him. And I was real happy that even though it was such a dark, tough day for Dante, that he was able to get out there and be with her mom when it happened. And I'm happy that at least we had something positive to show him. And whenever he comes back with us, I'm glad he's coming back to help us because he's a big part of our team.
How do you feel about your playoff chances?
I don't know. I think they're pretty good. I mean, you guys probably know more of that than I do. I just know we got to keep winning each game is how I look at it. And felt good going into this game, and we got one more win. So feel a little bit better, but I know that doesn't matter. We got to keep winning each week. And if we keep doing that, then you don't ever have to really look at anybody else.
Exactly. Yep.
Not much. I mean, you just tell them how much you hurt for them and try to look at I just told them that we're all dreading that day. I'm dreading that day eventually sometime. And unfortunately that hasn't happened to me yet. And that happened to Dante today. And I know there's no words for it to make it better. I just told him that I was happy he was there. It could be by our side when it happened, and how good of a person he is and how many people here care about him. And when he's ready and he's good, he's got a lot of people who care about him when he comes back. Yeah, I thought it was huge. They've been their back's been against the wall these last few weeks. They've been down a number of guys, and I know how disappointed we've all been with these last couple weeks, especially. But today, I mean, that would have been tough to win today. I mean, it seemed like the ball was on the ground so much in that first half. But our special teams were the 2 guys who came up with that ball, and it was River and Trent. Always cool, especially River getting up for these last 2 games. He did on special teams. River did in his first game, and I had a big turnover today, which I was happy for him. And Trent, getting Debo back allowed him to do a little bit more on special teams, and he came up big. And
I tapped the back. I'm
huge for
sorry,
special
guys.
teams, because if we didn't get those 2 turnovers, it would have been a lot tougher. All right, thanks, guys.
Some good insight from the coach.
Yeah, I got you.
Right after the game.
Yeah, man.
A few things I wanted to say, like, we were saying injuries, they keep people off the field, all over the field. Wide receivers are out. That affects special teams. Trent Sherfield got to be back on special teams. He recovers a fumble. River Craycraft gets called up last week or 2 weeks ago, I think. He got to recover a fumble. So, injuries I think, have been our biggest thing all year long. But the biggest thing I took out of that press conference is, one, Faithful, take it easy on Ambry Thomas if you can. Even though he went to the college that he went to, I won't even say it on this live. And then 2, I hardly ever heard Kyle say that Jimmy was one of the biggest reasons why we won the game. So I think a lot of us have a misconception, at least I did, really about how he really feels about Jimmy Garoppolo. And we need to, again, keep our quarterbacks back.
Yeah.
Ready for next one?
You got anything to say?
Love that coach. Love that coach. I love that coach, man. I love his posture. His posture was straight up. He's confident. Yes, sir. Love it. Now, if he's turned like this or turned this way, whatever side he's turned, that means he's probably upset and he's aggravated, whatever you want to call it. So,
you got to win.
Yup. Here we go, guys. Here's Debo.
As we watch John Taylor slice up the Rams.
Debo.
Oh.
From my view, I already knew he had scored, so I ran over to the sideline and standing there with Kyle. He was like,
The new
"Not
Ram
celebrating
slicer.
until they call it a touchdown." I was like, "Kyle's a touchdown." He was like, "I don't care. I want to see him call it." So I just knew he scored and the game was over.
He does a good Kyle impression.
Of course, all the time. Kyle is here, there, in the middle, and you know what I'm saying. With the game on the line, I feel like he called a great play to get BA the ball in space, and with the guys that we have, we're great with the ball in space. So he just went out there and made a play. It's something that we do every time we got walkthrough or Fridays, like the 2-minute drill, or with the game on the line. Like I just said, Kyle do a great job with getting the guys the balls and getting the guys in the right spots to make plays. It was a great feeling. We just went out. We came in. It was like, all right, guys, let's try to go ahead and put this game away early. And it didn't happen that way. And it just came down to the end. And just great team win. Defense went down and held on the 3. And like I just said, we went out there and put the ball in the box.
Put the ball in the box, man.
He was just poised and got all the confidence in the world in the guys and just believing in the O-line that they make the right blocks. And guys like us and all the other guys just making the plays.
Ryan, pause it real quick. Okay, you good.
Just in time.
You pause it? You pause it, right?
Yeah, I paused it. Yeah. I'm going to fast forward to the next one.
Oh, you heard what he said? He said, Kyle said, let's end this early. But unfortunately, it didn't happen that way. Right?
Yep.
Right? Y'all hear me, right?
Right.
Yo, I feel the same way regarding tomorrow's game. We gotta finish early.
Yeah.
Can't take them lightly, man. Finish them early. Hey, man, we got to start. We gotta start finishing off team. I don't think we even finished off a team so far this season.
Not. I was just saying that I'm thinking.
You know what I mean too. When I mean finish them off, I'm talking about finish them off. Like, okay, I think
what game did Trey come in? Trey came in the game in mop-up time.
Detroit. You talking about the Detroit?
I'm talking about recently. He came in and got a few snaps It's within the last 4 games. I think it was during our 3-game win streak or 3-game win streak that we had right before we dropped that last game. Trey came in the game. You look at it, maybe like you didn't even know. I'm telling you, bro, he came in the game. He ran a couple of plays. At the end of a game, we blew somebody out, I think.
Well, I mean, cut you off. Pardon me.
You're good.
But I think it was Detroit. Reason why? Cause remember we was dominating them, and then they started coming. Back. They started coming back, and we used Trey Lance to run to the left side because Trent Williams did an amazing block, and I think
I remember that block.
I think that was the Lions game.
It was a monster.
What I'm saying is,
it may have been the Lions game. Yeah, but I get your point. Yeah, we ain't finishing nobody off. We didn't finish them off.
If I'm wrong, Faithful, let me know, please. But I think it was the Lions game. But what I'm saying is, we need to finish. We need to start finishing off team. Yes, this is the NFL. However, when you play to what you're capable of, which we know they are capable of, putting the team away. God willing, tomorrow, put the Falcons away tomorrow. So that builds up your psyche, man. So when you go into Thursday game against the Titans, take care of them.
Mm-hmm.
Take care of the Texans. That will be what, 4 games straight, and then we'll worry about
4 games straight.
We'll worry about the Lambs for the last game, and hopefully,
correct.
Hopefully, when we get to them, we can rest Jimmy G. We can rest George Kittle.
Right.
We can rest Debo. You feel what I'm saying? If that, but you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, listen, if we can put the Falcons away, put them away if we can, and what I think
we can. Like you said, we haven't.
I think,
and somebody, not to cut you off, somebody said that this week, dog. Somebody said that literally this week on 90, I think it's doing 97.5 out there in the Bay, the radio station. They were interviewing Steve Young, and they were saying that they have not put anyone away. They haven't blown anyone out, and right now they got 4 games left in the season, and they need to start getting geared up for the playoffs. And the way that they need to do that is they need to start blowing these last teams out, showing the real strength of the team. Beating these, like you said, they should beat Atlanta, and we should beat them thoroughly at home tomorrow without Julio Jones, with Calvin Ridley gone. We should beat them. We should have no problem going up and down the field. They don't have any outstanding defense, you know what I mean? And our defense should be able to hold them to something respectable. And we should look really good tomorrow. We should look better than Atlanta, like we are a playoff team.
Now, ponder on this. You too, Brian. We're 13 games in. Think about the times we watched the game with our family, friends, and we've been on Twitter, and some of us would see, or some of us probably had said, like, yo, this game does stress me the hell out.
Mm-hmm. We don't need that tomorrow.
Because we're not putting teams away. And I think some of the players were saying on the podium, these games be like playoff type games. Like, it seemed like every game has been a playoff type game, other than a Buck getting whooped by the Cardinals. You follow?
Yeah.
But every other game, it just seemed like, yo. So that's what
every one of them.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, yo. Not even tomorrow, but I would like tomorrow. Put the Falcons away.
Every game from now on, it's going to feel like a playoff atmosphere. Every game.
But that's the thing. But Mark, you made a good point. And Ryan, that's a good point too. You just said, a minute ago about, putting the teams away. We're on the way to the playoffs right now, and every game has been we're about to have that in a few weeks. We don't want a playoff atmosphere for every game going forward, or the game where it's tied all the way through and things like that. Like, we're more talented than that. We're one of the more talented teams in the league overall. Period. On all three sides of the ball.
On paper.
Yeah, exactly. On paper, right?
On paper.
So we need to bring that paper to real life. Not hanging there with the Falcons tomorrow all the way down to the end of the game. We're better than that. The Super Bowl teams, the teams that are going to win the Super Bowl, they're going to be taking players out in the last game, in the second half, the last two games. The Bucks, the Packers, the Chiefs, they're going to be trying to rest players. COVID, just football. I want some of the players to play, all the way through it, but some of them don't. Some of our players, we know they're brittle. They need to rest. So we need to put these teams away, like you're saying, and wait for the playoff atmosphere to begin when the playoffs begin.
Yeah, I mean, that Detroit game, we were up, man. We were up. Yeah, I can't believe they came back like that.
And then they started coming back.
Okay, so with that.
And then what some of the faithful was saying, Kyle need to take some of these players out. And when he's taking players out, guess who started coming back?
What happened? The Lions.
I mean, he didn't take them all out, but you know what I'm saying.
He
took them out.
He took enough out.
And
it's a trip. I say, go ahead.
I mean, cut you off.
Go ahead, brother.
Kyle was saying when he did take some out, and I'm paraphrasing, when he did take some out, he trusts the backups that he brought in. You follow what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying about our coach. When our coach believes that, okay, let me take out some of these players because the lead that we had, you know what I mean? And then you bring in some backups. Them backups were supposed to do their job, but we seen what happened. You follow what I mean? So but
it was sprinkled. He took a few out here and there, and then Detroit started coming back, right? So, I think Jimmy is the biggest cliche machine that's walking, and I got a lot of thoughts on our team. It's really coming from the coach. I love it too. Our coach is a good head coach, and everybody falls in line with him. Everybody spits out what he says, everyone. And someone who I've noticed that does it a lot is Jimmy Ward. So you talk about comebacks, and or us being a great team going up against Atlanta tomorrow. What's going to happen when the game is 28-25 and we won? And they ask somebody what happened. Jimmy Ward's going to get up there as he did before and say, they get paid too. Everybody's a professional. So like I say, we got backups. They come in, they don't do their job. You see the other team, they all have a lot of pride. They start bringing in backups. They're like, okay, hold up. The game's not over. Y'all taking your starters out, you're bringing in backups, and then boom, next thing you know, they're coming back on us. And like I said, Jimmy Ward just said it last week. I can't remember the question that they asked him, but his answer to the question in regards to why the game went the way it was is because those guys, he just said just like that, those guys get paid too. I hear that in sports all the time. So we have the better team, and despite the fact that everyone gets paid too, like you were saying, we need to show that we have a $27 million quarterback, and we got the highest paid middle linebacker, the highest paid tight end, and so on and so forth. We need to beat them tomorrow, and we need to beat them easily.
Fullback.
And the highest paid LT, Trent Taylor.
Left tackle, yeah.
The tackle.
Yeah, makes sense.
Say it one more time for me.
With me? Did you hear what I said or no?
Yeah, you're right. You said something right now a minute ago, right?
Yeah, I was talking about Trent Williams.
Repeat what you said for me.
Highest paid left tackle.
Oh. There you go. I missed that one. Yeah, so we need to play like that tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Next one is going to be Brandon Ayuk. Here's the next one. Good old Steve. I'm sorry, Jimmy Ward. My bad, guys. Sorry. I can hear you say it. I thought it was him. Sorry.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah.
How crazy was that? Looked like you guys, had that game sealed in the third quarter. I guess got them going a little bit offensively.
Hey, they got great players over there. Great players, and they made some great the coach calls some great plays, and they get paid too. So, and they end up coming back in the game, and we end up finishing the game.
You messed up, Ryan.
That game for him at all. Like, if you do like something happen to you or something, somebody catch the ball and stuff, like, hey, next play, reset. My rookie year, I got beat for 3 tugs at nickel. I'm guarding somebody that might have a gold jacket. I'm Brandon Marshall, and all that was learning lesson. Look at me now. Ambry, yeah, he was confident. He was good. Was talking. I'll make sure I talk to him. He was okay. He made some plays and did what the coach needed. Them guys get paid too. That guy number 1, Chase, he's a good wide receiver. He's gonna be pretty sure he's gonna be a great wide receiver very soon. He had a great game today, so I feel like we did what we needed to do to slow him down. And then you got a great quarterback over there too, who's throwing great balls. Like, I feel like we did enough to win the game, which we did. It was tough. Like, I don't want to talk too much about that situation, but it was tough because Dante is a leader. I kind of been through his situation, as in, like, keep moving positions, media talking bad about me and this and that, and got to be that Swiss Army knife. So I know what he's going through. I don't know the other situation what he's going through, but I missed him, and I'm pretty sure the whole rest of the team missed him, because not only does he play multiple spots on defense, he does a ton of work for us on special teams as well.
We miss you too, Dante. Shout out to Dante Johnson.
Stuff like that happens. It always, kind of mess up the vibe. I don't even have too many words to say about that. And I can't even imagine it. Imagine me going through that. Like, it's tough.
All right, guys. Thanks, Jimmy.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, man.
A quick one from Jimmy. But to see, he's like, yeah, those guys get paid too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're full of cliches on this team.
Yeah, let me say this, man. Just want to give my thoughts and condolences to Dante Johnson and his family. Just want to share with you on the panel. I work with Dante Johnson's cousin. She's a female.
Wow.
Her name is Donna. Yeah, and I reached out to her. Well, we found out that Sunday after the game. I wanted to reach out to her Monday, but in my mind, I was like, yo, being that it's so fresh, mentally, I said, let me reach out to her Tuesday.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying? So I emailed her, because, we work from home.
Right.
And, she hit me back.
Wow.
And she appreciate me reaching out and saying what I said in the email. I'm gonna keep that between me and her. And
absolutely,
I don't want to get emotional, but she sent me a picture of Dante Johnson, mom and dad together, and I was just like, wow, man, this is life, man. This is life.
Should that be her aunt?
Huh?
Is that her aunt? I'm assuming.
I don't know. I just know that she's cousins with Dante, and she's older. She's older than Dante and myself. She's older than me too. I don't know where that falls.
Maybe even a second cousin.
Yeah.
For Dante, which will make her maybe like a first cousin, even for his mother or something along. Yeah, I mean, either way, it's another family member, and I'm sure they're torn apart. That's man.
Yeah. It was tough, but I was.
I appreciate you sharing this.
Yeah, no doubt. But I just want to share with my brothers on the panel, and also to the faithful that are watching and listening. I just want my brothers on the panel to know, and also the faithful that is watching and listening. I believe that the family knows that we're praying for them. So I just want you to
I
know,
hope so.
if you're still praying, if you still got positive thoughts about Dante Johnson, hold on to him. You know what I mean? Because prayers are needed. I don't care where it come from. Prayers are needed, and they are appreciated. So I just want to thank, you know, the faithful, for those that thought about him, that prayed for him, or showed some remorse for him and his family. It's appreciated. Anything that you felt, what I mean, because we're human. Anything that you feel like, oh man, that's sad to hear. You know what I mean? Anything that you felt, it's appreciated, because just having that kind of feeling for someone that you really don't personally know, but that person as
100%.
that person as a player, and this guy lost his mother. You know what I mean? A mother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I don't want to bring the show low, but I just want to let my brothers on the panel know, and the fans are watching or listening, your prayers are appreciated.
Hey, Mark, too late, bud. We're all sad now.
Yeah.
No, no, but they're appreciated, and they're needed, because, like you said, prayer really is not only needed, but it does work, I believe, man. And if you just had a good thought, or just a human thought, and you were like, wow, I feel sorry for him, or that, that how horrible it is, he needs that. I definitely said a prayer for him last week, and his mother specifically. And I do those types of things. And just because, like, I've yelled at him 100 times, man, but I would never wish anything bad on him, let alone this.
Yeah.
So shout out to the faithful, who I'm sure have sent prayers. I've seen it all over Twitter, all over Instagram, all over Facebook this last week. Not so much Facebook, because I'm in Facebook jail, but Instagram and Twitter, definitely again. But yeah, back to that. I've seen it still online. A lot of faithful. Yeah, that's crazy, man. But a lot of people online sending out love to Dante Johnson. So respect and prayers to him and his family. And I appreciate you bringing that up, Mark. For real, man. That's not bringing the show down. I don't think. I think that's something that we as a faithful need.
I was going to be sarcastic, people. I'm sorry. I know it's not time to be sarcastic. But
No, yes.
Sorry. My bad.
And that's what we love about you.
Yeah,
that's what our show is.
Yeah, we need balance in our life, man.
All right.
We need balance.
Next one is Brandon Ayuk. Sorry.
That was still excellent from Debo. Quick one.
Yeah, his was about maybe about 2.5, maybe 3.5 minutes. His was. So here's Brandon Ayuk.
He still changed a lot from his rookie pressers. He's much better, Debo.
I didn't know that I was in. I looked at the ref. He seemed pretty sure that I was not in. And a lot of challenges happened on my way the past couple of weeks. So I was a little bit nervous, but when I saw the replay, I knew I was in.
Seven.
Say that one more time.
Kyle said that play was kind of designed to get to the 2 or the 3. So what point did you say you're going on the way?
I kind of just felt like as I was running that way, whoever it was, he didn't really have a good angle, and he was kind of behind me. So we're not really supposed to reach the ball for the pylon unless it's 4th down. But nobody said anything to me when I scored. So. Like I said, I had a couple of plays that had been challenged the past couple of weeks that haven't gone my way. So when this one was challenged again, the first one was challenged. I kind of had an idea. I didn't realize how far away or how close I was to the sideline. So when I saw the replay, they were talking about it. People were coming off the sideline saying, "Did you catch ball? Did you catch ball?" I was like, "Yeah, it didn't move. I caught it, but I didn't even know the feet were going to play a factor." So that one hurt a lot. So the second one, that was a wonderful feeling. I wish they would have called it a touchdown in the first place, but still counts for 6. That dude.
Game winner, walk off.
Huge 3rd down plays, just plays all over the field. right before the end of the fourth quarter, we're going down. A great grab. Coming down the other way, I think it was third down maybe. A low ball, another great grab, and I'm not sure what he had, but that's special deal, real special deal.
13.
Jimmy's a dog. He's a dog. When we're all in the huddle and the quarterback has no doubt that we're gonna go down and win games, everybody feels it. And I think the last couple of weeks, we're super confident that we can go down and put 7 on the board from no matter where we're at. So
Can you pause it real quick for me, Ryan? I'm sorry. I apologize, brothers, and to the Facebook, but that's just real quick. One thing that he said, I mean, and that's the thing. We talked about his mental toughness. Jimmy G, I'm speaking of. That's something that no matter how talented, no matter how fast, no matter how big his arm is, that's something that Trey Lance does not have in that locker room right now. And you can just see, he said Jimmy's a dog. So as soon as you bring him up, everybody goes to defending him or talking well about him. And that no matter how good Trey is or is going to be, he doesn't have that right now. And that's why he's on the bench and why Jimmy should be starting. I'm sorry, let's get back to it.
I agree.
It's big. There's a lot of times where something might be not going your way, you get frustrated, and here comes George picking you up, talking to you. Just his ability to just stay even keel throughout the whole game. It's something I take from him a lot, but it's great to have somebody like that. Thank you.
Your thoughts on Brandon Ayuk?
Yeah.
When he caught that ball and you went to the hands, because my internet, but my streamer was messing up on me, and when I finally got back on after Jimmy, they made it down. I didn't see the George Kittle play either. The one when he was laying down and he caught the first down, and he went this. I didn't see that either. So when I finally came back on, I seen Ayuk on the sideline beyond the goal line and everything. I was like, oh, they made it down there. Cool. But then I didn't see the touchdown, though. I didn't see it. So when he rewinded it and seen him go in, I knew he was in after that. I knew he was in. I was like, yes.
Yo,
I screamed.
I think the faithful knew.
I knew also. I was like, yo, what's taking so long? You know what
What's taking so long, man? Like, he was in. That was a touch. I knew in the live play, not just because of my heart, but I knew in the live play he was in. You could tell that the man did not go out of bounds and that he put the ball out. And I didn't even know the rule. The rule he talks about where he says that. I've been watching football for 40 years. He said that you're not supposed to put the ball out at the goal line unless it's third or fourth down, 1 or 2. He said, I didn't even know that, but he said, they're not going to yell at me because I scored.
Yo.
Yeah, that's some kind of football 101 thing. I didn't even know, man.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
that.
he said it in the presser. If he didn't say it at that one, I didn't. He didn't because I didn't hear it in this one. So another one I heard interview from him, or it's been going around a little bit this week. Yeah, you're not supposed to put the ball out like that unless it's. I think it's fourth down at the goal line. That's what the rule is. You're not supposed to stretch the ball out to try to get. And I'm thinking like, as many times I've seen that, I don't think that's the case. But in every game ever, but no matter what the teams are, but I heard it, and that's what he said himself. And then I heard McDaniels, Josh, said himself. Yeah, that is the case. They asked Josh McDaniels on Thursday, I believe. Is that true? He's like, yeah, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to put the ball out, but we ain't going to say anything to him. He scored a touchdown.
But is that for only third down and fourth down? Because I think you said fourth.
I'm not sure. That's what I can't remember exactly if it was third and fourth or if it was just fourth. Okay. But it seems even more likely it could have been third and fourth. Unless it's either third or fourth down, and I would probably assume it's that. I guess the rule is don't stretch the ball out, but that was first down, as we all know.
Okay. Because Kyle was saying that the reason why he called that play because he said he wanted Brandon to get to the 3rd-yard line so they can kill him.
To about the 3 or so. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. So that what he didn't. He calls plays to score. We know that he calls plays to score from the 50. Hey kiddo, if you do this, you're gonna score no matter what in the works. We know. We all heard the story. But yeah, he didn't call that play to score. He even said himself he didn't think it was going to score. He thought it was going to get down to about the 3 or something like that, and then kill some more time, like you said, and then be able to call another play. But he got in.
I only got about 10
Shout out to
minutes,
BA.
guys, left for me. I got 10 more minutes left. But
Let's hear from my quarterback.
Are you guys good for an afternoon to finish this off or not?
Say it again.
Are we good for tomorrow to noon? So I know it'll be 9 o'clock for you, Lawrence. Will you be good for 9 o'clock in the morning for you and 12 o'clock for us to finish this off?
I'm good. I definitely want to get to the pregame.
What's that?
That's in regards to me. I said I got some things to do tomorrow.
Okay.
I mean, I got a lot of things to do, but I know we're gonna get together after the game.
Gotcha.
For sure. If we can't get before the game, then that's cool too. But if we get a chance to recap the W, I'm with that too.
Yeah.
But if you only got 10 minutes left, Ryan, let's get into Jimmy.
I know for a fact that I was going to do the Atlanta Falcon pressers before they started the game up. That's what I was going to do tomorrow with this. So
we'll try our best, Faithful.
Okay.
For sure. We'll try our best, and we'll talk about it offline.
All right, man. Well, I'm going to finish this off with wonderful Jimmy. Here we go.
Really tight.
That he is.
What's up, guys?
He's so handsome. Look at him.
Yeah, BA was the first look. Saw him break open. And he hit the Jets after that. I haven't seen him move that fast in a while, but it was impressive. Get to the pylon. It was a hell of a game today. Sort of, yeah. Pre-snap, you have an idea, but as soon as you turn your head away, you just got to read it out as you go. But I had a pretty good idea going into it. And yeah, like I said, BA did the rest, man. It was a hell of a play. All the guys were making plays all day today, at night. Sorry, getting my thoughts together. But just at the end of the game, guys making big plays. Juwan had a huge catch at the end. It was really impressive.
Yes, he did.
I had a good idea. I was talking to some guys, and as the replay was going, I kind of heard our fans out of the back of my ear. Just they were going nuts, and I had a pretty good feeling at that point. Everyone was number one on that play. It's kind of a unique play. But yeah, they just some of their coverages weren't lining up to what they were doing on tape. And so just I don't know, towards the end of the game I had a feeling of when they were playing soft and outside, and we had a couple with leverage on them with George at the end there. I think Juwan had 1-2 in the 2-minute drive, similar to that. And it was just it was one of those games where you just had to be a football player at the end of the game and go play ball.
Jimmy, you had some close misses. Packers game in Seattle last week. What does it do for you and just that entire offense to go out there when you had no room for error and finish the deal?
Well, I mean, we've been in the situation. We kept saying on the sideline, we've been in this situation before. No one blinked. It was a calm feeling on the sideline. You could kind of feel the presence of everyone, and everyone was ready for that moment. And guys stepped up, like I said. Guys were making plays. O-line stepped up huge at the end there. There was no pressure on any of those. I mean, it was all those little things coming together. It wasn't no magic words or anything, but I think just guys looking at each other in the eyes. Guys knew, we've been here before, we've done this before, and we just got to go finish the game. After they hit the field goal, there was an excitement on the sideline. You could feel that we just needed a touchdown to go win it, and that's what we did.
All right, guys. Two more. 15 times, he had 13 catches. One of the catches was like it looks like it was a defensive pass interference.
Yeah.
I know he's always kind of good. Was he particularly good today?
Yeah, George showed out today. He really did. The first one, might have been a PI. I'm really not too sure, but just at the end of the game, George, along with all the other guys, they stepped up and made plays. The 1 on the 2-minute drive, that was a hell of a catch by George. Kind of a little out route. Just, I mean, that's when you have a guy like that you could lean on. It's a nice feeling as quarterback.
What's that?
Emotionally, how much does he do for y'all?
Oh, George? A lot. He was fighting through it tonight. That turf wasn't very friendly for us, but he was fighting through it. Some other guys were fighting through injuries. Debo stepping up big. He only had one catch, but what he did in the run game and just the little things that gets the defense thinking, all those little things add up.
Thanks, Jimmy.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Yo, it's funny that he said that. I remember George Kittle saying that the turf felt like concrete.
He did.
Yeah, I was just like, yo, man. Oh, man, we got to do something about this turf stuff, man. But anyway, yeah, man, that's crazy. Yeah, man, that's crazy. Wow.
Brothers and faithful, if you saw me, by the way, counting during Jimmy's presser, I'm sorry, that's just my cliche counter. I got a cliche counter for Jimmy. He took it easy on me in this one. He didn't give me too many football sayings. We got to go win the game and really played hard and all this other. He does it all every time. But shout out to the quarterback, or wipe his face and fix his hand, his cuffs. That's his press conference go-tos for Jimmy. But real quick one there from the man from QB1.
Yeah. What's up?
That's why everybody says he's our quarterback.
Yeah, man.
That's our quarterback, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I know. Hate to skip on you guys. I got 5 minutes to get ready, or at least 10 minutes to get ready. So I'm gonna do this real quick. Don't hang up though. Don't hang up. All right, guys. This is our very first show together. For the first time together. And I love you guys. Thank you so much. Don't know how to thank you at all.
Salute. Much love. Absolutely.
And I'm damn glad to do this again and again and again and again and again. So you can follow me at JMSY168. That's Joe Montana, Steve Young. All right. And you got my man Lawrence. He's my first one I ever had. Lawrence is Bam Bam LJ29. Of course, and Bam Bam LLD. That's how you follow him. All right. And of course, my man Mark here.
Real quick, my brother. I'm sorry. Real quick, Ryan. My fault. So it's Bam Bam LLD.
LLD. My bad. Yeah. I followed the first one. That's why.
It's all good. Bam Bam LLD.
That's Twitter's account. It's his Twitter account, guys. And of course, my man Mark. Yep. Mark is _faithful87. And 87, that's when you first started watching the 49ers. So, thank you. What's that? Go ahead.
Real quick, how many more minutes we have left?
It was a good year.
I'd say about 10 minutes. I can do 10 minutes.
All right, let me give y'all this trivia question.
There we go.
All right.
Let's do it.
Check this out. All right. Okay. In 2016, who broke Steve Young's record for most career rushing touchdowns by a quarterback in the Super Bowl era? If you need me to repeat it again, I will.
I don't. I got it. Can I get a hint? Can I ask a question? Is this specifically? And I don't think it was. I probably need that question. It's not somebody from our team specifically that broke the record. It's just his overall record.
Was it our team that broke the record or no?
No,
I don't think so.
Not a team. Not a team.
It's a quarterback.
A quarterback. Just a quarterback? Okay.
Can you read the question one more time?
Yeah, one more time.
Who? No, let me read the whole thing. In 2016, who broke Steve Young's record for the most career rushing touchdowns by a quarterback in the Super Bowl era?
16. Jesus Christ.
Now you know it's a quarterback.
Yep. It's not with the 49ers, so it had to be somebody else.
No, it's not a 49er. 2016.
And he recorded the most career rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. And here's the thing. In the Super Bowl era. So what quarterback went to the Super Bowl?
2016, you said?
2016.
Who was in the Super Bowl in 2016?
Since the Super Bowl has began, who has a lot of rushing touchdowns?
Let me get y'all brothers a hint. You give your brothers a hint?
Not yet. Not yet. Not for me. No, I don't want to hit yet. I want just give me like 30 seconds. Like, yeah.
Ryder, calm down, buddy.
Whatever. I don't know if you know this or not, Faithful. That was a great first trivia question, brother. I mean, seriously. Wow.
my wife just said Cam Newton.
Correct.
That's correct?
Shit.
Are you serious?
Cam Newton.
Correct.
Is it Cam Newton?
Why she cheated? She cheated.
Goddamn.
She Googled it. She Googled it.
Cheated. She's probably looking up on her phone.
You cheated, baby. You cheated.
Shout out to Christina. And yo, you know what? The hint I was gonna give y'all.
Shout out Christina.
Yo, the hint I was gonna give y'all is that it was one or the two. I was gonna say I'm back. Remember you say I'm back, right?
I would have got it.
Right. But I ain't want to do that. It was so simple.
Now
but,
she say, I'm just guessing. My ass, you did.
Check
You
this
Googled
out.
it.
Well, check this out. Remember, the Super Bowl was in our stadium against Denver. Remember when they lost to Denver against Peyton Manning? Right. So
yeah.
She goes, yup, didn't mean to cheat though. I didn't mean to
Guys,
cheat.
Carolina up.
Exactly, man. So yeah,
Man. Congrats to Cam.
Yeah.
Congrats to Cam. Maybe young Trey Lance will end up with that one day.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I thought that was a good question, man. I said, you know what? Let me ask this before.
That was an excellent one, man.
Do that every show, Lawrence. I'm sorry.
Tell
Come on,
Christine stop cheating, man.
Yeah, I know. She's watching right now. I know she's watching right now. She's waiting for me to leave. So she's waiting for me to leave. That's why.
Christina got the first one. And she's now no longer allowed to answer anymore during the podcast.
Yeah.
That was
She's
a
not gonna
great
say,
question.
it's my husband's show. I can do anything I want. No, babe, it's all of our
exactly.
show.
That's the point. That's
it's
the
all
point.
of our
No,
show, not just mine.
Yeah.
It's all of ours.
Ryan's
it's all of ours.
salute to you, brother, for that. Oh man, I think that's a good way to close it out.
So we'll definitely do it tomorrow night for the overreaction show. Definitely.
No doubt.
Hopefully after a W.
Yep.
Or no doubt after a W.
No doubt.
Yo, you know, tomorrow either we're going to interact or we're going to overact. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that I'm going to just interact with my brothers in the faithful that's going to be watching, because I don't want to overact unless they give me a reason to. If they blow the Falcons,
Let's hope not.
Yeah, But yeah, man, I enjoyed it.
Let's hope there's no reason for overreaction.
That's A Files, guys.
Hopefully we can enjoy tomorrow's games the same way we enjoyed today.
That's A Files right there. We'll back here definitely tomorrow night for the overreaction show. All right. And here's one of those slogans. I know we said it before. We gotta win this game. We have to. It's a given. Gotta do it. And like I always had to pop off the show, and that's my new slogan. There you go. Keep the faith. You never lose hope at all. Never do it.
Keep the faith.
Thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you tomorrow night, guys. All right.
Salute. Y'all be safe.
Later on, guys. Later.
I'll hit y'all up tomorrow.